Please, madam. Unless I'm relying on one judgment wherein Honorable Chief Justice was a member also. Please, leave it.
It should not be decided without appointing an amicus.
Please, additional second ADJ Kanpur city may be directed to find the juvenility according to this order.
That will do it in appeal. Your first ground is that it was decided without appointing an amicus.
Please, my lord.
No,
At the SLP stage, nobody was there.
Nobody was there. madam.
That
That's.
one of the
I had taken a plea that amicus should have been appointed in my.
the review petition is that the matter was dismissed in the absence of counsel being represented, a counsel being appointed for the appellant. They submitted that in a criminal matter, if the counsel for the appellant was absent, this court ought to have appointed an amicus, and only after hearing the amicus, the matter should have been decided. It is allowed. The SLP is restored to file post the SLP before the appropriate date.
Lodge. My lord, then for direction may be given to as per this order.
That will give it later on after the.
My lord, then at least could he be released on parole for at least 5 weeks, my lord? Grateful.
We had heard all of you for this limited ground for whether the provisions of the, whether the entire act or some of the provisions should be stayed or not. We have discussed the position of law with regard to grant of interim relief. We have held that the presumption is always in the favor of the constitutionality of a statute, and only in the rarest of the rare cases, the court can grant stay of the any provision challenge before the court. We have found that though the entire act has been got to be challenged, the basic challenge was with regard to section 3R, 3C, 3D, 3E, 9, 14, 23, 36, 104, 107, 108, and 108A of the amended act. We have gone to the legislative history right from the 1923 Act up till now. We have considered prima facie challenge to each of the sections which were placed into service. And after hearing the parties, we have found that case was not made out to stay the entire provisions of the statute. However, certain sections which are challenge need some protection. Therefore, we have passed the order. Under the following part of clause R of section 3 of the amended Waqf Act, any person showing or demonstrating that he is professing Islam for at least 5 years shall stand state until the rules are framed by the state government for providing mechanism for determining the question as to whether a person has been practicing Islam for at least 5 years or not. We are held that without there being a mechanism, such a provision would lead to an arbitrary exercise of power. Then the proviso to subsection 2 of section 3C of the amended Waqf Act, which reads as provided that such property shall not be treated as work property till the designated officer submits his report. And the provisions of subsection 3 and 4 of the section 3C of the Amendment Act, which read thus: in case the designated officer determines the property to be a government property, he shall make necessary corrections in revenue records and submit a report in this regard to the state government. The state government shall, on receipt of the report of the designated officer, direct the board to make appropriate correction in the records shall stand state. We have observed that permitting the collector to determine the rights of the properties be against the doctrine of separation of powers, and the executive cannot be permitted to determine the rights of the person, citizens, or the institutions in the proceeding. And we have directed that until there is a finality to the findings by the designated officer, the possession or the rights of the property will not be affected. We are directed that unless the issue with regard to title of the work property in terms of section 3C of the amended Waqf Act is not finally decided in the proceedings initiated under section 83 of the amended Waqf Act by the tribunal and subject to further orders by the High Court, neither the works will be disposed of the property nor the entry in the revenue record and the records of the board shall be affected. However, upon commencement of an inquiry under section 3C of the amended Waqf Act, till the final determination by the tribunal under section 83 of the amended Waqf Act, subject to further orders of the High Court in an appeal, no third-party rights would be created in respect of such properties. And it is directed that insofar as Central Waqf Council constituted under section 9 of the amended Waqf Act is concerned, it shall not consist of more than 4 non-Muslim members out of 20. Equally, insofar as board constituted under section 14 of the amended Waqf Act is concerned, it is directed that it shall not consist of more than 3 non-Muslim members out of 11. Though we are not inclined to stay the provisions of section 23 of the amended Waqf Act, we direct that as far as possible, an effort should be made to appoint the chief executive officer of the board, who is the ex-officer secretary from among the Muslim community. We clarify that what has been observed by us herein above is upon a prima facie consideration for the purpose of examining as to whether an interim stay should be granted or not to the Impugned Act or the provisions contained therein. The observations made herein above will not prevent the parties from making submissions with regard to the validity of the provisions contained in the amended Waqf Act or any of the provisions herein. To place on record our deep appreciation for Sri Kapil Sibal, Dr. Rajiv Dhawan, Dr. A.M. Semi, Sri Siv Singh, Sri Upeda Ahmadi, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the petitioner. We also place on record our deep appreciation for Sri Tushar Mehta, learned Solicitor General of India, appearing on behalf of the Union of India, as well as Sri Rakesh Dwivedi, Sri Ranjit Kumar, Sri Gopal Shankar Narayan, and Sri Guru Krishna Kumar, learned counsel appearing for the contesting party. We also place on record our appreciation for all the learned counsel who have heavily assisted the learned senior counsel in advancing their submission. Insofar as registration is concerned, we have found that the requirement for registration was in existence from 1995 till 2013. It was taken away in 2013, therefore there is nothing new. And insofar as the provision for registration, we can still go in for registration. We have also, it's a somewhat lengthy statement, so we have to have, it's a Monday today, so all of you would be required in various courts. At least you can go through it.
The time limit for registration may need to be extended because there was a 6.
No, we have dealt with that. We have dealt with that.
Great.
Obliged. Very grateful.
Grateful.
Yeah.
Grateful to you.
Very good.
That matters.
But this is already listed on Wednesday, minutes.
Not to be deleted.
802 any date, my lords, in October. It's a notice issued in November. It's an important issue.
October,
Oblige.
803 already listed, my lords, on Wednesday.
still on 17th. Not to be deleted.
804 also, my lord, any date conveyed to your lordship.
Listed on 26th of September, but 26th, I think that there will be
Not to be deleted.
not to be deleted.
Much obliged.
805, my lords, not to be deleted. It's a kind request.
Already listed on 19th.
Not to be deleted. Much obliged.
Wait, please, Your Lords. Your Lords, 806. Your Lords, this is that nursing council matter. Your Lords, 106 students are there, my Lords. The last date of admission in this is 30th of September. My Lords was gracious enough to list it on the first week of September, my Lords. Then it went to the registrar. So I'm only praying, my Lords, any date before that, my Lords.
दूसरे कोई bench के सामने लगा है।
My Lords.
Next week.
My lords, 807 is an IA in.
Yes.
Between the district judges who come from the promoting cadre and those who come from the direct recruitment cadre. The application, my lord, will show to your lordships that the promoting judges become so junior because they become judges at a much.
That's a problem. We'll have it on, first let us have it on, Kolhapur. We'll have to find out some solution for that.
So that's my request to your lordship. In fact, that is exactly the application.
Kolhapur लगे हैं, Kolhapur सभी लगा लीजिए।
My lord, this may have to be before a 3-judge bench
लगा लीजिए।
because I've also sought modification.
Just find out
Yes,
if there are any judgments on the rules framed by certain high court,
right.
and if there are some rules framed by high court which are decided, if they are decided by 3 judges bench,
Right.
then we may have to go for a larger bench. So just examine that.
The only thing that I've been able to find out is that one para of the 2002 judgment in this very case.
Yeah, that is Justice Kripal's,
So that
mandates,
that mandate, so that may require a modification, which is why, in fact, one of the prayers in this application is that also.
in fact, that directs the state government, the high court to frame the rules.
Yes, no, but that does direct the High Court to frame the rule, but it says that the roster has to be followed in a particular manner. We are in fact asking your lordships to consider having the roster in a slightly different manner. So
So
therefore,
it can be on the basis of Sabrawal.
it is at the moment, it is on the basis of Sabarwal. But the problem with the Sabarwal basis also is that the promoted district judges become so junior that they don't become.
So what we can point, direct the roster to, so if the first point goes to a promotee, second will go to the, because now it will be in view of or large judgment,
Yes,
it will be 50, 25, 25.
right, Vinod.
The 50 for the promotees, 25 for the direct, and 25 for the LDC,
That is the last judge, yes.
LCD. So first point can go to the promotee, second can go to the direct district judge, the third can go to LDC, LCD, and the fourth can again go to the promotee.
Now what happens in that is, that will not suppose the first 3, let us say the first 3 go to promotees. Those 3 promotees retire so quickly because they become district judges at the age of 45 plus 48, 49 years age. So eventually all the the direct recruit district judges form the entire list. That is the problem that really arises.
So therefore,
Therefore, a slight tinkering or at least some kind of modification of that I was seeking for.
but just find out if there are any 3 judges.
Definitely fine.
Tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Whenever your lordship, day after is also fine.
So you might require some time to.
Yes, so then day after. Please.
My
Huh?
Yes.
My lord,
बाद में hearing till somewhere रहेगा.
My lord, unlisted mentioning, my lord. SLP is already registered, my lord. It was registered on 9th September. And my lord, there is grave urgency because in compliance of this honorable court's judgment in common cause, I deposited an amount of 764 crores. And still, my lord, subsequently, the AD, attached my, properties to the tune of 623 crores. And my lord, the impugn judgment.
What do you want?
My lord, impugn judgment contains contradictory finding. I have been in paragraph 32, I have been, charges have been quashed against me, proceedings have been quashed against me, whereas in subsequent para, the proceeding contradictory observation is made. So, my lord, I wish that this matter may be taken up on Friday, my lord.
My lords, if I may. My lords, I'm mentioning a miscellaneous application fine in the Vanashakti matter. My lords have constituted a special bench tomorrow. My miscellaneous application is on the same lines. I'm from the Odisha Minerals Development Company. I'm praying that it may be listed along with the batch of matters.
Your Lordships, may I also mention that
Great.
I have also filed a miscellaneous application in the similar matter. Your Lordships, my miscellaneous application may also be listed along with the matters listed tomorrow.
My lords, the oral hearing in that Surendra Kohli matter, in the Nithari matter, my lords, the oral hearing and the curative petition is showing 23rd. My only request, my lords, is let it not be deleted.
The 23rd will be constitution way. Granted open hearing.
Yes, my lords.
We'll have it on 7th October.
If a slightly earlier date is possible, my lords, but as
In the next week, we are sitting in a constitution way, so we don't want to disturb that. So we'll have it on 7th.
certain. My lords, one request. The registry informed us that notice has not gone to the other side. If notice can go, my lords, we'll serve the copies. In that case, when the bench assembles on 7th,
They cannot go notice to the respondents. The delivery to solve the state through standing counsel.
most
Lord-
grateful, my lords.
My lords,
Because there was a battery of ASGs appearing in the matter, so you can sort of one.
Therefore, my lords, so that on 7th, no time may be wasted. Most grateful, my lords.
my lords, may I pray for urgent listing of a matter, my lords, against the order passed by the Kerala High Court on 11th of September, my lords. My lords, it's regarding the conduct of the global Ayyappa Sangamam on 20th, my lords.
Global?
Ayyappa Sangamam. The global Ayyappa Sangamam, it's a conclave, my lords. They have been using the fund of the Travancore. There was some vote for a political issue, my lords. My lords, it's coming up on 20th.
Sangam is likely to be held.
My lords,
When
Yeah,
is that global Sangam likely to be held?
well, likely to be held at the Pamba River, my lords. The bank of Pamba River, which is an ecologically fragile zone, my lords. There are orders of the NGT also there. There should not be such a conduct in
When it is likely to be held?
20th, my lords.
20th of this month.
20th of this month, Saturday, my lords. My lords, can it be listed urgency?
Lord, may I mention a report of CEC number 44/2025. It is pertaining to recommendation for construction of OPD block in Sir Gangaram Hospital. So my
Construction of?
the OPD block in Sir Gangaram Hospital, my lord. It is the main matter is listed on 17th. So my request is let this report be considered by this honorable court on 17th, my lord.
My lord's
Yes.
kind permission, may I mention, my lord's, a writ petition whereby the foresters are challenging the government resolution through which they are going to be superseded by persons 10 years younger than them, my lords. In the last 22 years, they have not been considered for promotion because the matter is sub judice before this honorable court. Some of the petitioners are nearing their superannuation, my lords, hence the urgency.
Promotion for what?
Promotion from the post of forester to range forest officer. Since the last 22 years, they have not been considered because the matter is pending. Highly obliged, Your Lordship.
My lords, if I may mention an unlisted matter, this is an SLP which we filed last night. It's an SLP we filed last night. It's against a no cross order which was passed by the Learned Trial Court. No cross order. Our right to cross examination was denied. We filed a writ petition before the High Court. The High Court has refused to entertain it. Hence, we're before this court. And the urgency is because the matter is listed for final arguments day after, on the 17th. So if my lords may kindly have it tomorrow.
When was the order passed by the High Court?
Sorry, my lords?
When was the order passed by the High Court?
Nagpur bench, my lords.
When?
My lords, it was passed on 25th of June.
25th June. And the urgency is now in September. Come through the mentioning process. Yes.
With your lordship permission, may I mention a matter, my lords? My lords, this matter is a contempt petition relating to punitive demolition, my lords. It's showing for tomorrow, my lords, before your lordship, my lords. May not be deleted from the list, my lords.
Not to be.
Your lordship, if I may seek permission to withdraw my SLP, which was filed in 2022, since the petitioner has been superannuated and is now facing pension issues because of the pendency of this SLP.
With your lordship's permission.
Obliged.
Your lordship's permission, my lords, the main matter pending regarding the estate of late Priyambada Bilra, which is about 3,000 crores, including the Birla Corporation Limited, is pending before Honorable Mr. Justice Narasimha. He has listed he's directed the expedition of the matter, my lords. I am the administrator which has been appointed pendent lite. I move to applications, my lords, which is for intervention and for directions. My only request is that these two applications may kindly be listed before the same bench, my lords, because
that request you could have made to the same bench.
lords, because I have not yet been impleaded as a party, I'm not able to mention. Lordship, please.
With your lordship's permission, may I mention? Your lordship, I'm praying for an urgent listing of a matter. Warrants of possession are issued against my residential property, and my lord, we are challenging the very identity of the property by which my demarcation application was rejected.
When was the order passed?
28th of August, your lordship, and on the 9th of October, the report is called for from the bailiff.
Next.
My lords, may I mention a matter? This is regarding the Samaj Parivartana matter. The special bench has been constituted on the 18th. I am a representative society representing people who got auction, who successfully got vesting orders for mines in Karnataka in the year 2023. Since 2023, I have not been able to operationalize my mines solely because of regulatory hurdles. There are express orders of this honorable court as well as statutory provisions in my favor. There's only one errant observation by the CEC in its report of 2025, because of which my clearances are not being moved forward. If these may be taken up on the 18th.
Lord, I'm sorry, it's the same batch that is I'm mentioning, Lord. In the same Samaj Parivartan batch listed in Thursday, Lord. My IAs for implementation of the R&R plan are pending, Lord. They have not been listed since April 2024. The IAs are ready. May I just?
Yes.
Your lordships, may I please mention a matter involves two minor children, your lordships. The Honorable Punjab and Haryana High Court, in a habeas corpus, has directed that the custody of the two minor sons be handed over to the respondent wife, even though my custody petition before the Learned Family Court is pending, your lordships. Your lordships, today the matter is listed before the Learned Family Court, and that is the urgency. The children are enrolled in a school where the father is residing and the mother and father only live in two separate districts which are 30 kilometers apart. The writ habeas corpus was never maintainable. My custody petition is pending. I'm so obliged, your lordship.
Please, my lords, if I make an unlisted mentioning. This is a leave granted matter. The matter was last listed in November. We have also moved an earlier hearing application and we have mentioned it before the mentioning registrar, but the matter has not been listed. We are requesting that the matter be listed on Friday, my lords.
Leave granted matter on Friday?
Please, my lords.
Leave granted matter can be only on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
These were the instructions. It may be listed on Wednesday or Thursday, my lords.
Early hearing.
As I seek liberty to mention, my lords, I'm requesting for listing of an MA in the Van Shakti matter, my lords, tomorrow. Grateful.
My lords, may I request the liberty of mentioning an unlisted matter, my lords? My lords, this matter is showing for tomorrow. Request is not to be deleted. This is a Section 11 application. My lords had issued notice. My lords, the issue is in relation to oil that is found in Kaveri. The dispute is whether the arbitration should be seated in Kuala Lumpur or in New Delhi. My lords had passed an order saying that any order that is passed or any appointment that is done shall be subject to the orders passed by this court. The appointment has been done by ICC. My lords, that's why listed tomorrow. My lords, the rejoinder we have filed may be taken on record. Deeply obliged, my lords.
Please allow me to mention, Sarpanch election were won on the basis of forged and fabricated documents, and stay taken from this honorable court on 13th of June, and subsequently I had mentioned before this honorable court, but still it got deleted on 18th of August, Right now, the next date is of 14th October, I am praying for preponing of the date, I am respondent number 5, and I had filed my counter affidavit also,
Uttarakhand election?
I'm sorry.
Election in Uttarakhand?
No, Haryana, That was allowed by this honorable court in 7th of August, Please.
May I mention, may I seek permission to mention an unlisted mentioning, for seeking permission to file a transfer petition. The connected matter between the same parties arising out of the same contract is listed on Thursday. May I seek permission? Great.
My Lord's kind permission, may I mention a fresh appeal? My Lord, this is against an order of 11th September passed by the Honorable NCLAT. An admission order has been confirmed. I was protected for almost a year. September 2024, the protection was granted, ended on 11th September. My Lord, the urgency is that the COC may be constituted anytime.
No, COC is constituted even prior to
My Lord, there was in this particular case, my Lord, there was a protection by the NCLAT saying that no further steps should take place.
Okay, next.
So may I mention one matter? Lords, I had mentioned this on Friday. Your Lordships had granted circulation for today. There was some issue with the portal where we have to upload the defects. That could not go through. Therefore, it's not listed today. But my Lords, the demolition is scheduled today. It has not started as yet. If your Lordships are inclined to take it up tomorrow, I'll send a notice to CIDCO and inform them. Grateful.
It's a bail application substantially has undergone 9 years, 6 months. My lords, my family conditions got worsened due to the floods in the state. My lords may hear it on any short date. Lordship, may I?
Bail application. I request that it should be listed as per your convenience.
Lordship, we have filed an IA application in MC matter versus Union of India. In that matter, Lordship, the project is delayed due to the pendency of the litigation, Lordship, and the cost is increasing day by day. It is humble request, Lordship, kindly mention it as soon as possible. Obliged.
My lord, if I may be permitted to mention a fresh SL2. This is against an order of the Allahabad High Court rejecting a writ petition and based on the dismissal.
When is it rejected?
On the grounds that there is an alternative.
When was it rejected?
14/5/2024.
14th?
For the 14 May.
Come through the regular process.
Permission to mention, my lords, landlord tenant dispute from Nagpur, my lords. The tenant is in possession since last 45 years, my lords. My lords, this court has issued notice in 2022.
Number 1.
My lords, mentioning, my lords, unlisted mentioning, my lords. The matter was listed before Justice Bela Trivedi. Now, after her retirement, is on listing before the court, my lords. My lords, required to mark the matter. My lords, another matter, my lords. There is a dispute with regards to, my lords, Sarpanch election in Palghar, my lords. Wherein, my lords, this court has issued notice in the month of May, my lords. My lords, the service is complete for final hearing, my lords. So, my lords, may direct not to be deleted this matter.
When is it listed?
Tomorrow, my lords. It is in the list tomorrow. Grateful, my lords. High law.
Please, Lord, sir. This is a transfer petition for the transfer of the special case CJI Bhubaneswar to Calcutta. If your Lordships may recall, that Lordships has asked the London ASG to supply me the list of another accused, which are from Calcutta itself. All the documents are in Calcutta. All the witnesses are from Calcutta. And even the investigation agency is from Calcutta. And moreover, your Lordship, the main matter which is related to Sharda scam is pending cognizance before the Calcutta CBI court, your Lordships.
Yes, is it a matter of fact?
Actually, it's incorrect. There are about 30-40 witnesses from, 1 second, sir. Please. There are 30 to 40 witnesses from Odisha. He has been named in the supplementary charge sheet. Now he wants entire case to be transferred from Odisha to Bengal. And one accused is seeking.
Main matter is pending before the special court CBI Calcutta, your Lordships.
Where are the other accused from?
They are from Calcutta. As per the list supplied by themselves, your Lordships. And there are all are accused in there, even the doctor.
Thank you.
Obliged.
Please wait. Number 2. Please, ma'am. In this matter, the petitioner has been convicted under section 301.
There is a letter in number 2.
Item 2. Yes, ma'am.
There is a letter.
This is the ex parte matter. This is my lord bail.
There is a letter in number 2.
My lord, it is bail matter. My lord, 9 years he has 9 years he is.
There is a letter.
My lord, date that next week may fix because 9 years he has already undergone. And on the last date, my lords have already granted bail to the court.
Okay, next Monday.
Great from.
Because I've been declined bail by the High Court. Because I have 5 submissions to make. I'm in jail since 28th October 2023, almost 2 years. Only 2 out of the 54 prosecution witnesses have been examined till date. Well, thirdly, sorry. Thirdly,
another bench has granted bail to one and rejected to one.
yes, Lord.
So your role is more identical to with whom? To the one who is rejected or to the one who is granted? More identical to the one which is rejected.
As per the prosecution story, it was Muskan Bano who took away the children. I am not alleged to have taken the children. And the children have not been found in my exclusive custody.
No, they were found from your possession.
No, not
your mobile phones. They shown the incriminating charts. Audio, video recording, photograph.
Those are all tribal issues. Only 2 out of 54 witnesses have been examined. Only 2 out of 54 in 2 years.
Thank you, thank you.
I've been in jail for 2 years now, my lord.
Yes, thank you.
Very good. Grateful.
The contempt petition and non-India adjustments.
You want soft close for purchase of cars also?
No, I have
But you want
a petition. Your lordships, no, your lordships had already directed that.
Soft close for then houses.
No. I mean, your lordships had already adjudicated.
Directed,
Your lordships had already adjudicated that and directed that. Because the concern is this, your lordships recollect when your lordships are sitting in court number 2, just pass on that on. The lordship said those committees should take care of it. Every time there is a contempt here, then it will get stuck here.
But that's not. I'm the petitioner, Malaj. I just want to point out, Malaj, in fact, Malaj, 27th August order, your lordships have recorded the statement of the learned ASG that the recommendations are stand complied. And today, Malaj, it's been more than a year, Malaj, nothing has happened. And Malaj, judicial officers who gets it this due, Malaj, it's a very...
All I'm saying is, Malaj, that committee sits, it is not something that they immediately say. Rules will have to be formulated how to evade the rules. Your lordships have said that committee should meet.
Delhi High Court has prosecutor committee.
Because I'm told the committee is on record, but I don't know, we don't know whether it is met. So your lordship's direction is very clear in para 6 of this order.
Instructions whether it is.
Do that.
Malaj, as far as we are concerned, Malaj, the guidelines are framed and it's already been sent. It's more than a year, Malaj. I have written them.
The guidelines are there, that means the committee has already met and the guidelines are there.
Issue notice. Returnable on 6th of October.
Malaj, your lordship may just Malaj, ask them to file an affidavit what is relating.
You don't have anything with Delhi High Court.
I had one request.
We have not.
Notice only to Delhi High Court needs to go in.
This is only Delhi.
Issue notice restricted to respond number 1. Delhi is number what? Delhi is this one number what?
Malaj, he is the chief secretary, Malaj.
You have
Will define, so that's Delhi.
notice restricted to.
Malu's risk.
R1 is the chief secretary of Delhi, Dharmendra.
Malaj is the chief secretary. R2 is the finance secretary, Malaj.
Issue notice to them to find out.
It's only to those two, Malu.
Issue notice to them.
Only to those two.
Alish to respond. Condemn.
Please.
Returnable on to answer.
In fact, my lords had required their appearance previously. They made a statement here, they appeared, they do it, and it hasn't been done now for a year.
I had one request, Mills. The lordships. I had one request, Mills. Your lordships recollect so far as the High Court judges, the district judges, judiciary stream are concerned, Mills. From the district judiciary stream are concerned, your lordships has streamlined the process and then directed that the pension be paid within 3 months' time, Mills. I have received a number of representations from High Court judges who have retired from the, who had been elevated from the district judiciary saying their pensions have not been revised. Would your lordship just list it for direction? All of them asked whether they should move individual applications. I thought I will just mention it.
For next
whenever, plus immediately after Dashera also on a Monday or Friday. For
No, next Monday also you so a copy to the learned attorney. The learned attorney said that he will look into the matter.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Because a number of representations have come saying pensions have not been paid.
Monday.
Anyway, great. Great.
Not straight away turn to the page number K of the synopsis. I have prepared a detailed chart that what are the violations in the precinct area. But the DCPR is very clear that you cannot make a changes with respect to, I'll point it out. But just have a look.
There have been by both the committees. First permission is of 31st of February 18 and the second permission is of 12th of April 2022.
Yes, ma'am. After 2022, what had happened in 23, they moved an application. The solicitor moved, advocates and solicitors moved an application to amalgamate two buildings. Thereafter, it was feasibly noticed that in a precinct area, they are completely changing the structure. And my lord, even increasing one more floor, that is also not permissible.
Have you implemented the owners as party?
My lord, I am ready to implement them as a party.
It
was not implemented. But I'll make out proper application here, Lord.
No, dismiss.
Much obliged.
If your lordship maybe.
Yes, why 32? And how is your petition maintainable? You are having a personal interest?
Your lordship, because first of all tea producers are getting impacted. Secondly, these
come through the association.
Secondly,
You are a tea planter.
Your lordship,
How is a public interest litigation tenable at the interest of a interested person?
Your lordship, there are more than 1,000 people who work in each and every tea garden, your lordship, and their livelihood is getting impacted. Because after closing down of these tea gardens, around 1,000 lives will be impacted in each tea garden, and there are around 800 tea gardens in Assam itself.
Let them come before the court. We are not entitled. What do you propose? Go before the High Court if you want. What do you propose? Do you want to withdraw or should we reject it?
Withdraw.
Allowed to withdraw with liberty. Take such steps as a permissible in law.
May I request for a short pass? Led by Mr. Sankaran.
I am on KV.
This is regarding the regularization of regularization benefits for the employees from the date of initial appointment. Your lordship has passed the order dated 4th May 2022, where it said that within the same bracket, if they are
your own drivers, and why are you coming?
Your lordship, because
it is the state who would be aggrieved. High Court doesn't have to pay.
Your lordship, later on, a judgment has been passed by the Honorable High Court in Bhavish Paliwal matter, which said that now only Rule 16 will be taken into consideration of the Rajasthan High Court State Staff Services.
Judgment.
The Honorable High Court's order, Your lordship, is at page 79. Your lordship, Rule 16 I have defined in ground 1 of my petition. Page 16, Your lordship.
Whether all of them have been subsequently selected under the regular selection process.
Your Lordship, they have been regularized on 22nd June 2013. They were appointed as ad hoc employees between the years of 2007 and 2011. But Your Lordship had passed an order that in case they are selected from 2000 and 2011, 2007 and 11, the appointment should not be